Hey there, my name is Meyer, 21 years old, grew up, small town, Lindenhurst, Illinois, north side of Chicago. The only reason I'm telling you that is because I'm a normal average dude, alright? Just like you probably watching this video. Now, your friend has sat you down, has liked, trusts, and respects you enough to introduce you to this video, just like my friend liked, trusted, and respected me enough to sit me down and go through the same exact process. They're not trying to sell you anything, not trying to get you to buy some Verve, and they're sure as hell not trying to go and get you to go out there and be a salesman. I've never sold a can of Verve in my life. That's not what we do. What we're here to do, and what I'm here to do, is explain to you a concept and something that's changing people's lives across the world. Not even just here in the United States. Something that is growing so big into an opportunity that will legitimately change your life just like it did mine. Sounds cliche, but it is 100% real, and I need you to open your mind up and listen in, because when I first sat down and heard this, I didn't know if it was for me or if it wasn't for me. But the one thing I knew when I saw the kids my age making $5,000 to literally $100,000 a month as a residual asset, I understood the fact that I could not sacrifice that this thing right now could be for me. Because we as people, I can guarantee you that you've dreamed at some point in your life what it would have been like to invest in Apple before it got big, or be in that dorm room when Facebook first started. Because if we did, we'd be in a different house, in a different car, and an entirely different lifestyle with our family. And most people believe that those once-in-a-lifetime opportunities, that they don't exist. They're not real, that we won't have them. And we as people hold this mentality of too good to be true. And the thing to realize that everything is too good to be true, nothing good will ever be true in your life. These people that are successful, that have these lifestyles, they have them for a reason. These things exist. You can't deny what exists. And all that we're doing, all that you're getting educated on, that I got educated on, is that we need to listen to the people that have what we want. We start studying successful people. It's common sense. You're not going to walk into the gym and go talk to some 400-pound dude on how to lose weight. It doesn't make sense. And when 3% of the population owns 97% of all the money, I learned this and started to question those people around me. When I heard about this concept, and I had my friends working over at Target or Subway, making minimum wage, telling me the fact that this thing was fake, this thing wasn't real, this thing wasn't going to work, I realized the fact that simply what they're doing isn't working. So why in the world would I listen to them when I saw there were people all around making something happen? That there's something out there that's real, that's making something substantial. And I'm going to tell you why it's happening. Why this thing's getting so big. We being the most technologically advanced generation ever, and the most socially connected generation ever, in an economy that's been the worst since the next Great Depression, and how we're dealing with a product and a concept and a company that is doing something that has never been done before. We're talking about this company called Vemma. Vitamins, essential minerals, mangosteen, and aloe vera. A company that's only been around for 9 years, yet in this past year has already cleared $250 million in sales. Once again, in the worst economy since the Great Depression. Now, how does a company do this? How does a company create something so substantial in such a short amount of time? The reason being is that we are the most socially connected generation and technologically advanced generation ever seen before. We don't watch TV commercials. You don't remember the last one you watched. You never called the number on a billboard ad before. Every single time you're on YouTube and that 3, 2, 1 button comes up to skip the ad, your cursor's already on it to skip it. We're numb to it. We don't care about traditional advertising. And this company took advantage of this concept. The fact that the only way you get something different or better is by doing something different or better. They looked at what was working. The fact that if I asked you if you knew what Facebook was, you look at me like I'm nuts. Because everybody knows what Facebook is. Now, how did that start? Talked about it before. Mark Zuckerberg in the dorm room, one guy, one idea, and now everybody and their mom has Facebook. All through social networks. What's working is word of mouth. You and me, we are what's working. We are the ones that are marketing. If you look around yourself right now, you look down at your shoes, your pants, your shirt, everything around you, we're marketing products on a day-to-day basis, and we don't even realize it. You're doing on a day-to-day basis right now what you need to make yourself incredibly successful. You right now are sitting on top of a skill set worth millions upon millions of dollars. And all this company did was open up that potential in you and give you the opportunity to go make it a reality. To stop existing and start living. They took their advertising dollars. Things like Red Bull spends $900 million in every single year in all of the kinds of traditional means. They didn't want to put that money into what wasn't working anymore. They wanted to put it into what was, like I said, you. They wanted to give the consumers of a product an opportunity to then consume it themselves and then spread it to other people, to build a network of product consumption, and then you get that payment for yourself. You get that chunk of an advertising budget to legitimately make as much money as you want, to legitimately pick whatever you want to work and then work with whoever you want to work with. And the reason we're doing this is because we're listening to 3%. The 3% that own all the wealth, the people that own their own business, that operate on profits rather than wages. And all I did was learn. All I did was get plugged in with the people that have what I want. I sat down with a guy named Alex Morton making $7 grand a month a year ago. And I watched him go from that point to $1 million a year. You know what I did? I followed the steps. I got plugged in. I started doing what he was doing. I started saying what he was saying. You know what I started having? What he had. I started to experience what he experienced. And you right now, your friend's doing the same thing. And you're given the opportunity right now to go in and do the same thing. We all got big goals, dreams, and aspirations. I know you have them too. And when you have money and time, you get the opportunity to experience those things. Money does not equal happiness. Not at all. But money gives you options. It's the foot in the door to the rest of your life. And what I want you to do, listening to this video right now, get with the person that sat you down and had you listen to this. Get plugged in with me, Zach Meyer, because if you're watching this video, chances are you're connected to me in the first place. So we can throw down a game plan, we can get you to understand how this thing is going to take you from your life right now to a lifestyle that you could never even imagine before. Now let's make the rest of our life the best of our life.
Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team fucking here. Started from the bottom, now we here.